Good morning. My name is Luke Brazel, and I live in Belgium with my wife and 2 kids. And I have the chance to share some thoughts with you this morning around the Lord's Supper. This is a time why we come together. This is the reason we come together. It tells us a little bit about who we are and who we serve. Being a person who was born outside of the U.S. and then lived in the U.S. for a while, I had some difficulty understanding who I was. Am I an American? Am I a foreigner? I have one of these. This is a Belgian passport. It says that I'm Belgian and that I'm allowed to come into this country. It tells me who I am. But I also have one of these. This is a document that was given to me free of charge when I was born. I was born to American parents, so I became American, even though the first 15 years of my life I didn't live in the United States. But both of these documents tell me who I am. I'm Belgian and I'm American. Quite often people will ask me, what are you more? Are you more Belgian or are you more American? And I will usually jokingly tell them, well, I'm 100% American and 100% Belgian. I'm privileged to have dual citizenship. A lot of people don't understand which side do you choose. Well, to me, there isn't really a side to choose. It's who I am. It's my background. It's how I've grown up. Growing up, I had a hard time being an American and a Belgian, because when I was in Belgium, I was that American, and when I was in the States, I was that guy from Belgium. And I never knew where I was or who I was. And I think it's in the Lord's Supper where I realize more and more who I am. In 1 Corinthians chapter 6, Jesus says, "Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your body." Quite often we focus on this text as the physical side. I was bought, and so God has me, and so I should be responsible with the body that God has given me. To me, this text goes deeper. It talks more about that God owns me as a person. When I was born, the United States did not purchase me. When I applied for Belgian citizenship, the Belgian government did not purchase me. They did not. Actually, I had to work to be able to get my citizenship. But Jesus says, you are not your own. I paid for you. And it wasn't just a dollar here, a dollar there. He paid for me with his life, with pain. And he did the same for you. That's a hard pill to swallow, that somebody would die for me, give their life for me. But I know I needed it. And I think we all have times in our lives when we realize, wow, we need somebody to rescue us from ourselves. As we partake of this bread this morning, as we partake of his blood, Christ is saying, you're mine. Partake of me, take me. Don't forget about me. I've recently been listening to this idea of that we serve not a God who is distant, not some rule book that we have in our laps, but we serve a master who wants a disciple, a master who wants an apprentice. Today, as we take this bread and this wine, this cup, we are saying, God, I want you to be my master. Show me the way. We are saying, God, I want you to feed me. Guide me in the way that I can be the best disciple that I can be. So as you eat of this bread and drink of this cup, be filled with what God has to give us, and be reminded of the citizenship we have with him. Not necessarily with this world, because this will pass away, but we are citizens of his kingdom. Let's partake of this meal together.